No, it's so true. I started seeing the content online around after you, well after you sort of wrote your article, but started seeing it around mid last year. And I just shared the same anecdote with David, who I just spoke to. But I was like, do I need to be doing peptides? Is everyone doing peptides without me? It's all very convincing. But I want to
There's
hear from
FOMO
you.
over peptides, right? There's
Yes.
FOMO over peptides. It's a little concerning to me.
Yeah, no, and understandably so. So talk to me about what we do know study-wise, because again, like these influencers, these, like Andrew Huberman, these people are very, very convincing. So talk to me about like what did you find when you researched it? What does the science actually tell us?
A lot of these so-called peptides, they're mostly stuck at the animal studies step of this whole thing. I'll give you an example of one which is quite popular. It's called BPC-157. It is part of the so-called Wolverine stack. It is meant to protect against tissue damage and promote healing. It's a 15 amino acid fragment of a peptide that is found in gastric juices in the stomach. It's been primarily studied by a Croatian team in rodents. I found a systematic review of the evidence on BPC 157 that was published last year by some reputable researchers. They looked at every paper they could find that tested BPC 157 for orthopedic issues, meaning bone and muscle stuff, which is where the main claims are. They found 35 studies that were all done in laboratory animals. 35, and only one, and I repeat, only one done in humans. And sure, it looks promising in animals. But let's look at this one study done in humans. Published in 2021 in an obscure journal that focuses on alternative medicine and on whose editorial board are people like Joseph Pizzorno, who is a naturopath, and Kelly Brogan, who is an anti vaxxer, an HIV denier, and a germ theory denier. And the study itself is really bad. It was done at an institute that sells these injections. They went back and they got in touch with 15 of their past customers, and they asked them if the injections had helped. There was no blinding, there was no control group, there was no validated questionnaires. They literally picked up the phone and said, "Hey, remember this injection that you paid for at our clinic? Would you say that it worked?" This is not science.